Principal Scott, you asked to see me?
Yes, Mrs. Woodward. I would like to be prepared for the meeting about digital citizenship. Can you share some of the highlights with me?
Certainly. I am going to start by looking at some definitions of digital citizenship. It is really important for staff to understand what we really mean by digital citizenship.
Oh, you mean like not bullying online?
Well, yes, but that is just a part of it. Mike Ribble has 9 elements of digital citizenship. We want our program to teach students about technology, about their behavior and others' behavior. We want them to act responsibly and lawfully and to understand both the rights and responsibilities of the digital world. We also want them to be able to protect themselves and their data. We want students to understand balance. All of these things will help students to be, as Jason Oler says, creative, wise and effective in their digital lives.
My goodness, Mrs. Woodward. I did not realize digital citizenship included all of that.
Yes. You can see why it is so important that educators take a lead in developing the norms of behavior online. We want students to be ethical citizens online and offline. That is why I want to talk to staff about incorporating some of this into our virtuous education program.
Good idea, Mrs. Woodward. Do you think that will be enough?
No. Creating good digital citizens is going to take time. But it is one place to include some of the ideas.
It seems to me it would be easier to just block a lot of these sites and ban personal devices.
Oh, Principal Scott. That is one thing we definitely do not want to do. First, if we did that, we would be like ostriches burying our heads in the sand. Technology is not going away. We want our students to be confident and purposeful in their digital lives. The social norms for digital citizenship are just being formed now. We want to be leading that. And writing a bunch of rules and trying to scare kids into not doing something is just not going to work. No, Principal Scott. This is important work, and we need to be very involved in it.
You know, we have teachers who are not comfortable with technology or who say we just do not have time for this.
I know it feels like one more thing, but our students need to be able to access knowledge, collaborate, and create on it if they are to be successful in the future. We need to help them build the skills to do that.
But how can we add this in?
Well, we need to make a good plan. The Lester B. Pearson School Division in Quebec integrated digital citizenship into their division. I will forward the interview about how they did to you. We need to have buy-in from staff first, which I will begin at our staff meeting.
Well, what can I do to support this work?
Well, I would like you to read an article I have by Larson, Miller and Ribble called 5 Considerations for Digital Age Leaders. It was written to help administrators develop a vision for the future with their staff. But it will also be important for you to have these information to take to administrative meetings. It would certainly be better if our division was providing leadership in this area. But we must do what we can to implement our plans in an organized way. It will be important for you and the technology consultant to evaluate the current state of our technology.
Okay, but once our staff have a shared understanding of digital citizenship and there is buy-in, how are we going to put a digital citizenship plan in place?
That is something our staff needs to talk about. Mike Ribble has a 4-step plan. It is awareness, then understanding, then action, then deliberation. This is the process he uses to help implement his 9 elements.
Well, it sounds as if you have a full meeting planned, Mrs. Woodward.
Yes, Principal Scott. This is only the beginning though. I have created a page on my wiki for teachers to begin organizing thoughts on different areas of planning for digital citizenship.
What areas are those, Mrs. Woodward?
Student safety, student learning, staff professional development, student-owned devices and parent communication.
Those sound like good areas to begin thinking about. As I said, Principal Scott, this is only the beginning. We will need to educate our staff, so perhaps you and I can meet next week to discuss some professional development ideas. Maybe we could read Mike Ribble's new book, Digital Citizenship in Schools?
That sounds very good, Mrs. Woodward. I will see you at the staff meeting.
Thank you, Principal Scott.